Hey guys, what's up? So I figured today I would lump together a few different reviews. Now these are games that I feel like a lot of people probably either missed or skipped over, and these are all games that were published by Sometimes You. Now I've covered a few of their bigger games in the past, but today we're going to go over some of their smaller releases. Now, for those of you that don't know, Sometimes You is one of the few publishers that is still porting games to the Vita. Vasilis is hand-drawn and animated in black and white. It's the type of animation that jumps around a lot because the animator didn't use onion skinning or the effect of seeing the previous frame of animation underneath the current frame of animation while drawing. Onion skinning allows the animator to make smooth flowing animations. Now, whether this was skipped for artistic reasons or not, I feel like it needs to be mentioned because the jumping animations can really drive some people a bit mad. The drawings themselves are also pretty rudimentary with lots of scribbles and chicken scratches. As far as sound goes, there are a few basic effects occasionally. Only a few times have I heard some music, and it never really stood out much to me. But for the most part of the story, you will be playing in complete silence. In this game, you take control of Vasilis. She has lost her husband, Peter, in the rebellious city center. The city has plunged into chaos by constant riots, and almost every day something is burned or someone is killed. This game can be quite disorienting. With the art, it's a little hard to discern what everything is and where we're going. There is a map that took me a while to decipher, and eventually I figured out where I was going. Unfortunately, the game isn't quite weaved together seamlessly either. Sometimes characters will be talking about things you haven't seen yet if you went one way when the game was expecting you to go another way. I was so confused several times about what the characters were talking about. Like, what dead body are they talking about? Oh, the one I haven't seen yet in the next room. It also doesn't help that the English dialogue in the game is a little broken at times. Loading between rooms does take a while on the Vita, but this game is available on other platforms as well. I would only recommend it if you love abstract or unusual games and stories. Active Neurons is one of those puzzle games I would probably look at the screenshots and pass over it immediately. But because I wanted to bring you guys some reviews on some titles that you may have missed, I was determined to try it anyway. Now, from what you can see, the graphics in this game are pretty basic. Just some squares on a black background, nothing too fancy. The music is so chill and nice though, it made me feel so relaxed while playing the game. As for puzzle games, this one is not stressful at all. There's no time limits, it's super laid back. It can be challenging and simple at the same time, where the challenge may come from just thinking about the level a little differently. It may not inherently be difficult, but sometimes we have difficulty thinking outside of the box, so to speak. Each section of the game, separated by color, introduces you to new concepts and new gameplay elements. I was very impressed with the level design in this game, and it very quickly became one of my favorite go-to puzzle games when I felt like relaxing and challenging my mind at the same time. Unfortunately, once you get through all the stages, that's it. But there are plenty of stages to last you a good amount of time. I recommend this one even at the full price of only $5. Tower of Beatrice kind of plays like one of those hidden object games you usually see on PC. There are items hidden throughout the scene along with puzzles to solve. The story writing falls a bit flat here, but it is enough to at least help you understand what you need to do in each area. I will say that the graphics are okay. I've certainly seen better in this genre, and the music is nice enough. However, gameplay is what is really important here, and I'll say the puzzle solving can be quite satisfying. Some of the puzzles really make you think. I thought the first floor was fairly easy, but as soon as I got to the second floor, I already had to start thinking outside the box a bit. The hidden objects are a bit easy to find if you use the D-pad instead of the touchscreen, because basically it'll jump to only the areas that can be interacted with. If you like these types of games, I say pick it up, especially if it's on sale. Alright guys, if you like any of these games but don't have a Vita, I believe these are also all available on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Nintendo Switch. Also, if you're interested in some reading, there was a nice interview of Sometimes You recently done by Vita Island Views. I've linked it in the description below. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Until next time, I will see you later.